And I have no idea what the idea. I can see a couple more seals hiding behind that rock out there, which is directly behind my head in this shot. That smell coming from that restaurant behind me up there. It smells mighty freaking good. That's funny. The park rangers drive Ford Rangers here, so we've got a ranger and a ranger. But yeah, you know, it's a nice little picnic table down there. There's an outhouse right there. You have to use the can. And it's a nice little pretty secluded spot. Well, that fix for my camera microphone that I had MacGyvered back together with a pair of fingernail clippers while I was in Zambia last year has finally failed, and the microphone has come apart yet again. And despite the fact that I am in Canada this time, I think the tool that I need to fix this is still at home. So, well, since this is what I've been calling our last night in paradise, we're staying on the beach here in the town of Carleton. That sign there just claimed that grades on this road reach up to 32%, so this should be interesting. Good crap, this is a steep hill. Not really looking forward to having to hike up these when we're done, but this little lookout would make for a really nice picture, except this stupid tree is in the way. And we've already climbed a bunch of these stairs already, but this is looking up from here. At least it's not really hot and humid like it is on a lot of those summer hikes, and these stairs are actually a lot easier to climb than a really steep trail. That was a lot easier than it looked. Views, can't see the views behind me because I'm trying to kind of hide out of the wind here, but they are absolutely spectacular. And this road is clearly not heavily traveled because there is like a meadow growing out of the cracks in the road here. And here's where the trail splits to make the little loop up to the summit. I have no idea which way is better up and better down, but we're just going to kind of pick one. Well, thankfully the folks at SAPAC here were kind enough to put a suggested route sign right here. The sign right here says that the trail is steep and slippery, but to please use this lovely staircase that they've provided on the left right here. The steepness of this kind of rivals that Mount Pisgah hike I took in Vermont last summer, which pretty thoroughly kicked my ass. But all in all though, I'm sure I'm going to regret saying this, but this so far has been a much easier hike than Mount Pisgah. Well, say what you want about this hike, but I'm really freaking glad that I didn't hike the 8 kilometers out to Le Bout du Monde before trying this. There it is. See the lookout. We made it. And the chainsaws are a nice touch. But yeah, you should be able to hear me with the wind now, but there's the view. And we're still only in the parking lot. Well, we're not going to catch sunset on the beach because the sun's over there and the beach is that way. Well, it's clearly not winter up here yet because they're still doing road construction. And this road is actually one of these weird oddities that because of lack of winter maintenance, it's actually quite a bit smoother once the road turns into a dirt road as opposed to being on the pavement. So the lesson to take away from this is deux belvédères, deux vues complètement différents. 2 belvédères, 2 scenic lookouts, 2 completely different views. And I did not bring the telephoto lens down with me to take any pictures, but we'll see if this 45 megapixel camera can work its magic, because I can see the seal on the rock right out there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hike back to the car. Both cameras here. I we're going to bring them both down. This is a lot less pleasant the second time you have to climb this. This guy here is kind of lonely because he's just chilling out here by myself. But enough chitty chat. Let's climb the Belvedere. And the thermometer in the truck on the way up said 66 degrees, but it's not anywhere close to that at the top here. So I think we're gonna head back before we blow away up here. Well, there's a split in the trail right at the trailhead here, but I'm pretty sure we want the one that goes up. Now the question is, when I get home, start hiking at home again, how long it's going to take me before I say bonjour to somebody in the woods back home in the States. And I don't know what it is when you read little sayings like that, but they always sound better in French. I don't know what it is. Alright, une autre fois. Take 2 on this.